Have you ever wondered about the rich history and culture of the Horn of Africa, specifically Eritrea? Nestled in this region is Eritrea, a sovereign nation that shares its terrestrial boundaries with Ethiopia, Sudan, and Djibouti. The northeastern and eastern parts of this country also proudly display an extensive Red Sea coastline. Asmara, its vibrant capital, doubles as the largest city, serving as the pulsating heart of this nation. But Eritrea is not just about the mainland. It also includes the Dahlak archipelago and several of the Harnish Islands, further enhancing its geographical diversity. This country is more than just a collection of cities and islands. Its rich and diverse history, marked by human remains dating back over 1 million years, has been instrumental in furthering anthropological research on human evolution. Eritrea, a nation with a story that dates back over 1 million years, is a country filled with historical intrigue and cultural diversity. Dive deep into the early chapters of Eritrea's history, where the kingdom of Aksum once flourished. Nestled in the region now known as Eritrea and northern Ethiopia, this ancient kingdom rose to prominence in the 1st or 2nd century AD, eventually becoming a significant player on the world stage. Let's delve into this fascinating era and uncover the foundations of Eritrea as we know it today. Let's start with the rise of the Kingdom of Aksum. This powerful realm grew from humble beginnings to become a major trade hub, with its influence extending across the Red Sea to Arabia. Its economic strength was matched by its military prowess, and the Aksumites were known for their advanced iron tools and weapons, a testament to their technological sophistication. As the Kingdom of Aksum grew in power and influence, it also underwent a significant cultural shift. In the mid-4th century, Aksum embraced Christianity, becoming one of the earliest nations on earth to do so. This decision was more than just a religious choice. It was a political statement, setting Aksum apart from its pagan neighbors and aligning it with the Christian Roman Empire. This adoption of Christianity marked a pivotal moment in Aksumite history, shaping the cultural and religious identity of the region for centuries to come. But the story of Eritrea's early history doesn't end with Aksum. Following the decline of the Aksumite kingdom, the region fell under the sway of the Ethiopian Zagwe and Solomonid dynasties. These powerful dynasties continued to shape the religious and cultural landscape of Eritrea, reinforcing the Christian traditions introduced by the Aksumites. The legacy of Aksum and the early Ethiopian dynasties left an indelible mark on Eritrea's cultural and religious landscape. These ancient powers not only shaped the nation's past, but they continue to influence its present, echoing through the centuries in the traditions, beliefs, and identities of the Eritrean people. As we continue to explore Eritrea's complex history, let's remember that the roots of this fascinating nation run deep, back to the days of Aksum and beyond. Eritrea's path took a dramatic turn as it fell under the control of foreign powers. The chapter of Eritrea's history under foreign control commenced with the Ottoman Empire in the 16th century. The Ottomans, drawn by Eritrea's strategic location along the Red Sea, established an administrative region which marked the beginning of centuries of foreign influence. Ottoman rule, although primarily military, left its mark on Eritrean culture, particularly in the coastal areas where Islamic traditions solidified. However, the most significant foreign influence came in the late 19th century, with Italy's colonization. The Italians brought with them a wave of European culture and architecture, still visible today in the Art Deco buildings gracing the streets of Asmara, Eritrea's capital. They constructed railways, improved sanitation, and brought about a semblance of modernity. Yet it's crucial to remember that these advancements, while benefiting some, were often at the expense of the Eritrean people, who found themselves marginalized in their own land. The Italian reign was not to last. The winds of change blew in the mid-20th century with the outbreak of World War II. Italy's defeat led to the British administration taking over Eritrea in the early 40s. The British rule, however, was short-lived and primarily transitional. It was a period of uncertainty, with Eritrea's fate hanging in the balance. The British did make one notable contribution. They fostered a sense of nationalism among Eritreans. As the world was reshaping post-war, discussions about Eritrea's future intensified. The idea of independence began to take root, a seed that would later grow into a full-fledged movement for self-determination. Foreign influence profoundly shaped Eritrea's identity, setting the stage for a fight for freedom. These periods of foreign control, each with their distinct impact, left an indelible mark on Eritrea. They shaped its society, culture, and identity, and sowed the seeds of nationalism that would later fuel Eritrea's fight for independence. Eritrea's union with Ethiopia in 1952 marked the beginning of a tumultuous period in the nation's history. The union, initially a federal arrangement, soon took a drastic turn. In 1962, Ethiopia annexed Eritrea, dissolving the federation and triggering a bitter struggle for sovereignty. This annexation was not a peaceful transition. It was a hostile takeover that ignited the spark of resistance among the Eritrean people. They banded together, forming various liberation movements, the most notable of which was the Eritrean Liberation Front, or the LF. Their goal was clear and unwavering: to regain Eritrea's independence. The Eritrean War of Independence raged on for nearly 3 decades. It was a grueling, bloody conflict that saw a small, determined force of Eritreans pitted against the might of the Ethiopian military. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, the Eritreans fought tenaciously. Their spirit was indomitable, their resolve unbreakable. After years of relentless fighting, the tide began to turn. The Eritrean forces, now united under the banner of the Eritrean People's Liberation Front, or the EPLF, started to gain ground. They clawed back territory, inch by inch, from the Ethiopian forces. The Eritrean fighters were driven by a single burning desire: the dream of a free, independent Eritrea. Finally, in 1991, Eritrea gained de facto independence. The Eritrean forces had succeeded in pushing the Ethiopian military out of their homeland. It was a moment of immense joy, but also of profound reflection. The cost of their freedom had been high, paid in the currency of countless lives lost and untold suffering endured. 2 years later, in 1993, Eritrea's independence was formally recognized, following a UN-supervised referendum. The people of Eritrea had spoken, and the world had listened. After years of struggle and sacrifice, Eritrea was finally an independent nation. Eritrea's hard-fought independence was a testament to the resilience and determination of its people. Their struggle for freedom was a powerful demonstration of the human spirit's capacity to endure and overcome even the most formidable challenges. Today, the story of Eritrea's fight for independence continues to inspire and resonate with people around the world. Despite gaining independence, Eritrea faces numerous challenges in the modern era. The nation grapples with significant human rights issues, with concerns raised by international bodies over the government's practices. These range from arbitrary detentions to restrictions on freedom of speech, assembly, and association. The media landscape is starkly limited, with the state maintaining a firm grip on press freedom and no independent journalism permitted. Eritrea's economy, too, faces steep hurdles. As one of the least developed nations, its GDP heavily leans on agriculture and mining. The country has a long way to go in building a robust, diversified economy that can uplift its citizens from poverty and provide sustainable growth. But let's not forget, every cloud has a silver lining. Despite these challenges, Eritrea shines with a rich cultural heritage, a testament to its historical experiences from ancient civilizations through colonialism to its current independent state. This cultural diversity is reflected in its 9 recognized ethnic groups, each with unique traditions, cuisines, and languages. The nation's efforts towards education and healthcare also signal a commitment to improving its citizens' quality of life. Although progress is slow and resources are limited, Eritrea has made strides in increasing school enrollment rates and extending basic healthcare services to its rural population. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of Eritrea is the resilience of its people. Despite decades of conflict and hardship, Eritreans continue to show remarkable strength and determination. This resilience is evident in their ongoing efforts to rebuild their nation and create a better future for the generations to come. Eritrea, despite its challenges, is a nation striving to improve the quality of life for its citizens, set against a backdrop of rich cultural heritage. It is a country of contrasts, where hardship and hope coexist, where challenges are met with resilience, and where every step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. Eritrea's complex history has shaped its relations with the world. Nestled in the Horn of Africa, Eritrea engages in a delicate dance of diplomacy and defense. Its relations with neighboring countries, particularly Ethiopia, are complex, colored by their shared history and the scars of conflict. Despite past tensions, recent years have seen a thaw in relations, ushering in a new era of dialogue and cooperation. On a global scale, Eritrea's stance on issues such as human rights and press freedom has been a subject of international scrutiny. The country has faced criticism for its governance and its record on human rights, leading to strained relations with some nations and international bodies. Yet Eritrea's resilience shines through. Its people, diverse in ethnicity and language, continue to forge ahead, driven by a sense of national pride and a desire for progress. Amidst criticism and challenges, Eritrea's cultural richness and historical depth continue to captivate the world's attention. Eritrea's place in the world is a reflection of its intricate history and the resilience of its people, offering a unique perspective on the Horn of Africa.